All right. Welcome to the War Zone once again. Here we are with UFC 266. Brian Ortega and Volkanovski in the main event. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the prelims and work our way all the way up to the main card. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so first up, in the men's featherweight division, we have Jonathan Pierce against Omar Morales. I'm going to have to go with Omar in this one. His only loss is to Giga Chikadze. This guy is solid. He can definitely fight. Morales, I believe, is just a level above Jonathan Pierce. I like his IQ, his composure, his skill set. Don't get me wrong, Pierce is no walk in the park for Morales, but I just like Morales' development, and I think he gets it done by split decision. So my prediction on this fight is Omar Morales by split decision. All right, so moving up, men's welterweight division, Matthew SemelSberger against Martin Sano. This fight here is a complete and utter total mismatch. I have SemelSberger dominating this fight from the opening bell till he actually finishes Sano. Sano's coming off a 2-fight losing streak. I really don't believe that he belongs in the UFC at this point. I don't see this fight going past 2 rounds, so we're going to make this real quick. I got Matthew SemelSberger by TKO in the first round. All right, next up, men's middleweight division. We got Karl Roberson against Nick Maximov. I'm going to go with Maximov to easily take this fight to the ground and dominate Karl Roberson. It would be a big mistake for Maximov to stand and strike with Roberson on the feet. I don't think he wastes any time. I think Mac takes him down. He submits him after some ground and pound. Max is just too strong, too physical. I've seen this guy fight at 205 pounds and take heavyweights down like it was nothing. So just imagine fighting right now at 185 pounds. I just believe he's just way too strong. And Karl Roberson has no kind of ground game at all. So I'm going to go with Maximov, the stronger fighter, better grappling, by submission in the early to mid-second round. All right, so next up, we have the women's flyweight division. We have Manon Fiorot against Mayra Bueno Silva. So I have to go with Fiorot in this one. I believe she's just the better overall fighter. I don't see anything that Bueno Silva can do that Fiorot doesn't do better. I won't rule out a stoppage in this fight. Silva's decent, but I just know that Fiorot has shown that she belongs and that she is trending toward competing at a higher level. So I'm looking at a possible 3rd round finish for Fiorot or a unanimous decision. You make the call, but I definitely have Fiorot winning this fight. All right, so next up, in the men's lightweight division, we have Uros against Jalin Turner. Very tough matchup. Jalin poses an awkward style of fighting for Medic. However, I believe Medic figures him out by the end of round one, starts to connect with his power, and eventually catches Turner and puts him in survival mode until he eventually finishes him by TKO. So, I got Uros Medic by TKO, second round. Mid to late second round. Up next, in the women's flyweight division, we have Roxanne Modaferri against Taila Santos. Oh my God, there's no doubt I have Taila Santos winning this one. Modaferri, I believe, is just way too old. I believe she's just here for a payday. Taila is just younger, stronger. She's better. She's got better grappling. She's just better skill set in the whole 9 yards. Modaferri's too old, and she never really improved. Like I said, man, she's just here to play out the rest of her UFC career, man. And so I got Santos. I'm gonna take her by unanimous decision, 30-27. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm just trying to be respectful here. We could see a finish in this fight via Taila Santos, but I'm going to call it a unanimous decision, 30-27, in favor of Taila Santos. All right, so men's heavyweight division, Shamil Abdurakhimov against Chris Daukaus. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm going to go with Chris Daukaus by late second round TKO. I can see Shamil probably taking Daukaus down early in the first round. But I see Daukaus' pressure being too much for Shamil, wearing him down, catching him and finishing him in the second round. Daukaus is just, he's too much for him. And the pressure, I don't think Abdurakhimov is just going to be able to understand or figure out. So, Daukaus, second round TKO. All right, so next up, moving on up, we've got the men's lightweight division. We've got Dan Hooker against Nasrat Haqparast. Wow. Tough fight. I just believe that Dan Hooker has all the ingredients to get this one done. He's definitely the bigger fighter, has a reach advantage, experience. I can't see Nasrat being technical or aggressive enough to outwork Dan Hooker in this fight. Nasrat is a game fighter, a decent fighter, who can win. He definitely, this fight is winnable for him if he stands his ground or he can push the pace, which, I believe this fight's going to come down to cardio. Who's in a better shape? I'm going to have to give the edge to Dan Hooker by split decision, 29-28. Next up on the card, men's bantamweight division, we have Marlon Moraes against Merab Dvalishvili. Okay, so Moraes is definitely dangerous in the first round. Let's get that out of the way first. However, I don't know how much he has left in the tank. Gatekeeper status for sure. I'm going to have to go with Dvalishvili surviving the first round, out-grappling Moraes, and taking him into deep waters and drowning him. I got Dvalishvili finishing Moraes via ground and pound elbow strikes in the third round. So there you have it. I got Dvalishvili by ground and pound stoppage in the third round. All right, next up, women's flyweight division. We have Jessica Andrade against Cynthia Calvillo. All right, so both of these fighters are at a pivotal point right now. I believe this fight is very, very important to both of these fighters. Calvillo, don't believe that Calvillo really has enough to go out here and dominate Jessica Andrade. Andrade is very tough, great grappling. I don't see her being intimidated by Calvillo. I don't see her being dominated by Calvillo. So I'm going to have to go with Jessica Andrade in this fight. I believe she gets the nod. I believe it'll be a close fight. But I'm going to go with Jessica Andrade, 29-28, 2-1 against Cynthia Calvillo. All right, next up, in the men's heavyweight division, we have Curtis Blaydes against Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Wow. Okay, so we all know Jairzinho Rozenstruik. He does have power. He does have that one-punch knockout power. However, he is known for slowing down in fights. Curtis Blaydes coming off of a terrible loss, man. Curtis Blaydes, it can grapple, he can wrestle. I'm gonna have to go with Curtis Blaydes in this fight, man. I believe Curtis Blaydes is gonna come out and he has something to prove in this fight. This is a redemption fight for him to show that he is still one of the top heavyweights in the UFC. Rozenstruik, I just don't see him being able to handle the takedowns and the grappling of Curtis Blaydes. And Curtis Blaydes will take him down because of his power. And I believe that Curtis Blaydes, he could possibly submit him. But I'm definitely going to have to go with Curtis Blaydes in this one to sort of clear his name and get his status back in the UFC. So I got Curtis Blaydes. I'm going to go with Curtis Blaydes by unanimous decision, 30-27. All right, next up, men's welterweight division. People, I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't know what to think about this fight. You have two UFC veterans. I don't know why either one of them are actually, why are they fighting? For what? Like, neither one of these guys are going to be in title contention ever again. Robbie Lawler, former champion. Nick Diaz is making a comeback. I really don't know what to expect in this fight. I really don't know who to give the edge to be honest with you. But what I will do, I will give the edge to, I'm going to go with Nick Diaz in this fight, man. I'm going to take Nick Diaz. I just don't know what Robbie Lawler really has left. I don't know if he's really in here fighting to win. Like I said, this is a paycheck fight for both of these fighters. If you ask me. So I'm going to take Nick Diaz by decision, 29-28. All right. Next up, women's flyweight title fight. The champion, Valentina Shevchenko against Lauren Murphy. People, this is, to me, is just there's no doubt who is going to win this fight. Definitely going with Valentino Shevchenko to just totally dominate this fight from start to finish. On the feet, on the ground, it doesn't matter. Lauren Murphy has nothing for Valentino Shevchenko. She just looks out of this world. with her past couple of bouts. I mean, totally dominant. Like I said, there's no question. Valentina Shevchenko. I'm not going to rule out a submission in this fight because Lauren Murphy is definitely not going to strike with her in the feet. And I don't believe she's even going to try to take her to the ground. So I got Valentina Shevchenko piecing Lauren Murphy up on the feet with her hands, with her feet, taking her down, taking her back, and choking her out. So I don't think this fight goes past 2 rounds. I think the first round will just be a statement round for Shevchenko, and then she'll finish her in the second round. So that's what I got. Valentina Shevchenko by second round submission. All right, people, here we are in the men's featherweight division, the main event of the evening. Title fight between Alexander Volkanovski and Brian Ortega. Wow. Okay, so let me break this down real quick. So, Volkanovski is absolutely a true champion. I mean, this guy is a machine. He's tough as nails. He's got an iron chin. I've seen this guy get dropped in fights, man, and get up and just, just A1 composure. You have to be in the best shape of your life to be able to get through those moments, and Volkanovski has shown that time and time again. Looking at Brian Ortega, A1 championship material fighter, man. This guy has really come on after the loss to Max Holloway. I mean, he's really bounced back, man, and put on a clinic against the Korean Zombie. I mean, just an absolute A1 clinic. So this is going to be an interesting fight. I'm going to have to go with the champion in this one, Alexander Volkanovski, because like I said, this guy is just technically, he can take you down. He can, he is the shorter fighter here, but he does have a 2-inch reach advantage, man. He pretty much always has the reach advantage over his opponents. Great grappling. Can't take anything away from Brian Ortega now. Brian Ortega has next level jiu-jitsu. Next level. Guillotines, chokes. Brian Ortega can choke anyone in the UFC out in this division. Anyone. However, I can see Volkanovski attacking the legs early. I can see Volkanovski throwing a lot of body shots, trying to slow in Brian Ortega down. I think the only chance that Brian Ortega has of winning this fight is in the early rounds. The first 2 rounds, possibly the third round, but anything beyond that, man, I believe it's a wrap. So, like I said, man, I'm going to take Alexander Volkanovski winning 3 rounds to 2 in this fight. And like I said, man, I don't see Volkanovski finishing Brian Ortega. But I do see there's a possibility that Ortega can finish Volkanovski, because I've seen him really hurt on several occasions. Like I said, the only chance Brian Ortega has is within the first 3 rounds, preferably the first 2 rounds. So with that being said, I've got to go with the champion to grind this one out and win 3 rounds to 2. And that's all I got for you. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please hit the bell icon for notifications. And blessings to you all. And with that, I'm out. Peace.